Hey everybody, it's Ashley Allen for Young, Bold, and Regal, and joining me today I have the lovely Stacy I.
Hi guys.
Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a long time coming for us to do this.
It's crazy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to prepare myself because it's personal.
It is very personal. So let's jump right into it.
Okay.
So let's start from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've done a lot of things in your career so far, but I like to start from the beginning so we can know, where you've come from.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your degree from Mizzou. So tell me about your experience at Mizzou and how you have basically used your education from there into your career now.
So when I was in high school, you're kind of applying for colleges and you're like, okay, what makes the most sense? I applied for 4 in-state schools and 1 out-of-state school, ended up going out of state. So I was already very surprised that I even made it to Mizzou. I'm like, why am I here? Because, you want to stay close to home and whatever. But Mizzou had such an incredible journalism program. I was like, okay, gotta be here. This is what you want. So while I was at Mizzou, it's a lot of news. And that's not a bad thing. It gave me a great foundation. But by the end of it, a lot of my teachers, my professors, my news director was like, okay, I think she's trying to get into news, or into entertainment, and she might not be feeling this news thing. And I think that's a lot of people's story these days. So, I was challenged with myself to make the decision of jumping to entertainment and what that would look like and being okay with not knowing what it was going to look like. And so I'm glad that I did go to Mizzou. I had an incredible foundation there. But, then I moved to LA and was like, all right, let's just see and try. And I think a lot of what I learned at Mizzou definitely is a part of my success here, because the one-man band was so real. So you had to just figure it out and make it happen on your own. Of course you had help, but make it happen on your own. So I think that's been a big part of what's happened in LA so far. Yeah.
So, and then of course, like you growing up at home, you're Nigerian, first gen, right?
Yeah. Well,
sort of?
Yeah. So I was born in America. All my siblings were born in America, but my parents, they came when they were like in their 20s, and I'm like, good job, parents. You did a good thing. You're cute. But yeah.
So how has you growing up in a Nigerian household, the expectations that kind of come with that, how has that kind of molded you and kind of kept you on the right path in Hollywood?
Yeah. Well, you've heard my parents talk, so they're interesting. Love them to death. But no, they have been on this journey with me and have been as supportive as they possibly can, because the truth is they don't understand and know everything about entertainment, and they're very honest about that. And so they're like, listen, we're in the medical field. We want to help. So our help is prayer and talking with you and helping you through these moments and reminding me a lot. I mean, I grew up in a very conservative Christian household, and I feel like that's kind of a lot of Black people's stories. But even with that can come with some expectations, especially of work. I remember when I said I'm going to go to entertainment, people were like, well, what does that mean? And I just didn't take no for an answer. And they really, after the first no, they're like, all right, fine, whatever. Like, do what makes you happy, because they know that, like, before I was theirs, I was God's. And obviously, if God had this in my heart, they were like, well, we got to, like, let her run with that. So I'm proud of them for that. But yeah, they have a very interesting expectation of me now, because I am the oldest as well. And so, at the end of it, the glitz and the glam, they're not fazed by that. They're fazed by the journey and what God is doing within the journey. So for them, it's like, listen, we love that you just did this, but did you talk to somebody about Jesus today? Or did you bless somebody with the spirit that was given to you? Or did you make sure that you were in your, fullest example, or whatever the case is? And so that's kind of like what keeps me the most grounded, because I'll go home and be like, yo, we just had this really dope moment. And they're like, that's so great. So you're going to take this trash out, or you're going to do it. Like, they keep, sit down, be humble is like the anthem, I feel like, because it's just a whole bunch of dope people who know, like, keep it chill. We only have this gift because of God. So.
Well, that's good. That's what you need. And especially from your parents to be supportive.
Yeah.
They're helping you fight for your fairy tale.
Girl.
Like you say all the time. And I love that phrase. Yeah. So let's get into that. So tell me, how did you come up with Fight for Your Fairy Tale? What does that mean for you specifically?
I just think that I remember when I made the decision to come here and to just get on this really crazy, beautiful journey that I actually had no idea what the beginning or the end looked like. That's a very interesting decision. I chose brokenness over anything. I chose brokenness to get to my brilliance. And at the moment that it was happening, you were like, why did I make that decision? But as I was getting out of it, I was noticing that all the stuff I was going through was just, was literally pushing me closer to what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And so that to me became the fight. And I'm a very whimsical type of person. I really do believe in things can be that good. I really do believe things can be that bomb. I do believe that life is that fun. Yes. I believe in doing the most. All of that. Like, I believe that you can have the most fun. I don't take that for granted, that life is beautiful. Yes, it's crazy, it's painful, it's ridiculous, but it's also beautiful. There is a fairy tale that exists. So in the midst of like the past year, I guess the closer I was getting to my fairy tale, I was like, all that fighting made sense. Yeah. And I'm not to the end, but I'm just so excited to see the results of the labor. I'm like, this is really beautiful. So that's kind of like how it came about. And, I just want to just keep fighting, y'all. I can't even fight, like, for real. But, prayer fight. Like, so.
But it's